Thanks, Kenneth. My first question is for Jose. Jose, I know Ray just asked you about, maybe outperforming Isaac Cruz. What are your thoughts on fighting Isaac Cruz? Because I think people would be very interested if you two guys are matched somewhere down the line.
I think that's a great fight. If you've been following me on my career, I've been asking for Isaac Cruz before he fought Tank. And if after I beat Corrales, hopefully they can make that fight happen. I know me and my team are down to do it. So I'm hoping his team and himself are down to do it.
And what did you think? Everyone seems to think that he gave Gervonta Davis the toughest fight of his career. What did you think of that fight?
He gave him a good fight. But he didn't win. People are praising him like he won and like he's this great fighter. But that's okay. I think that's good for him for his career. But when he comes against me, it'll be a totally different fight.
And Jose, what's the reaction been in terms of enhancing your reputation off of the Vargas win? Vargas is obviously an older fighter, but no one had done that to him throughout his career.
Sorry, can you ask that again?
I said, what has the reaction been in terms of the enhancing your reputation? Because you blew him out in a way that had never been done to him before.
Well, my reaction, I knew I would win. I was feeling really strong through the whole camp, and I knew once I caught him, I would eventually hurt him. I just didn't believe I would catch him so early in the fight, but it happened, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the result, and I hope to do that again September 4th.
How much do you think that maybe enhanced your stock among boxing fans and media and everything by the way you beat him?
I definitely think it skyrocketed a little bit through the roof, but I still got a lot more to prove.
Right, thank you, Jose. I just have one question from Jezreel. If you can ask him, Martin, how much maybe he feels he might be the most difficult opponent that Jose has fought in his career, even though he just fought Vargas.
If Jose is his most difficult opponent, or if
if Jezreel is the most difficult opponent that Jose will have faced in his career so far.
¿Sentís que vas a ser el? Bueno, sí. Ya le dijiste la pregunta. Okay, go ahead, dale. De que si sentís que José, que vos ser el rival más difícil de la carrera de José hasta ahora.
La pregunta es para Corrales.
Sí, para Corrales, de que si él siente que es el rival más difícil de la carrera de José.
He tenido oponentes un poco más, he tenido oponentes más difíciles que él, con más trayectoria, con más experiencia que él, pero a ningún boxeador yo he menospreciado, y siempre que subo al ring siempre subo positivo y confiando en mi preparación, en lo que voy a hacer. Así que si menosprecié a mi oponente, siempre es algo positivo y siempre salgo a dar todo lo mejor de mí. No sé el que piense de mí.
I don't know what he thinks about me, but I'll tell you what I think about him, that I'm not about to underestimate him, no way, because if you overlook an opponent, then you're just asking for trouble. I've had more experienced opponents than he is, with more accolades, if you will, but I am not about to underestimate his capabilities at all.
Thanks, Martin. Thanks, Kenneth. That's it for me.
Thanks, Keith. We'll take our next question from Cesar Seda. Cesar, go ahead.
Yes, I have two questions, one for each guy, but I'm going to start with Rayo Valenzuela. Rayo, how you doing? Cesar Seda, América TV, Decisión Dividida. Hey, Rayo, this is the second ex-world champion that they put in front of you. The company is looking like they trust you. They said they want to test you, right? But the difference on this guy right now, he is southpaw. You haven't fought a southpaw, I guess, in a big while. The last 5 opponents, at least, you have that big win against the Vargas, right? But you think this guy, ex-world champion, I know you said you sparred with Machado, but what brings you to the front of you when you see this guy as southpaw and ex-champion?
I actually, the fight before Vargas, I fought a lefty in Minnesota, Austin Dulay, and I actually stopped him in the 4th round. I dropped him like 4 or 5 times, and I landed at super high rate, extremely high rate.
So you're already used to the southpaw situation.
Definitely. Go check the fight out, and it'll answer all your questions. I think at one point I don't even know where I was landing, but he wasn't landing much of it on me. And
Right.
I put a beating on him. I'm good with lefties, and the thing is, my jab will be in his face because he's a lefty, and I'm a lot longer than him. And that's where it's all gonna begin. And then I'm gonna close it off to the body and finish up top.
Yesrel, te traen a la mesa a este muchacho joven, un león joven, frente a ti, la promotora. Podríamos decir que llevas todo en contra, pero tú también has vendido tus dos últimas derrotas, las has vendido caras, vienes de 3 victorias. ¿Qué esperas esa noche en estas grandes luces? Tú has estado antes en esta situación. ¿Qué esperas de este muchacho del Rayo Valenzuela esa noche?
No, yo no espero nada. Él tiene que esperar bastante de mí, ya que él es que lo están ascendiendo. Yo soy el que voy hacia allá. Así que yo me estoy preparando fuerte, voy sin temor y a mi objetivo, que gana.
The question from Cesar was, what do you expect from fighting under the bright lights of Crypto.com Arena, considering that you're coming off 3 straight wins, and that when you did lose, you lost in a very competitive fashion. And Hasriel has said that, I am not intimidated at all by the bright lights. If anyone needs to prove anything, it's Jose, because he's the one that's coming up and rising up to the challenge. I'm gonna do my own thing, and I'm gonna fight just like I always do.
All right, thank you, Cesar. We're gonna move ahead. Next question comes from Ernesto Amador.
Voy a empezar con el Rayo. Rayo, antes que nada, un placer saludarte. Veo que la prensa te pregunta mucho por el Pitbull Cruz, pero yo sé que tú respetas al rival que tienes en camino. No es un error de la prensa preguntarte y pensar en rivales más adelante. Cuando vas a enfrentar a un campeón del mundo, ¿esto te ha llevado a confiarte o respetas al exmonarca mundial, a Corrales?
No, sí, claro. Yo pienso que Corrales merece el respeto de mí y de la prensa, que es un gran peleador y no lo podemos overlook him, y tenemos que tomar esta pelea muy seriamente y no preocuparnos de Pitbull Cruz, de nadie más y solo de Corrales.
The question, espera que traduzco esta. The question was from Ernesto about for Jose about whether it's a mistake that the press is asking Jose about Isaac Cruz when he's about to face a world champion. Is it dangerous? And Jose was saying that he's not about to overlook Corrales at all. Like he said he's a world champion and all his focus is on him. That he's not even thinking about Isaac or anybody else. He's just answering the question when he's asked about people or anybody else that might come in the future.
Ahora, Corrales, te saludo con gusto. Ernesto Amador de No Puedes Jugar Boxeo. Lo mismo, siento que la prensa pregunta mucho por los posibles rivales a futuro del Rayo Valenzuela y él te respeta, pero no sé, me da la impresión de que a la prensa se le olvida quién eres, de qué país eres y todo lo que has hecho en el cuadrilátero.
Sí, siento que se están apurando a los hechos. Hay un compromiso el cual hay que cumplir, tanto él como yo. Yo también tengo bastante futuro por delante. Y mi carrera yo no soy un escalón de nadie, si es que lo están pensando así. Así que siento que le doy el mérito al muchacho también que también es subiendo. Y he visto también todas sus peleas y también estoy estudiando todas sus peleas que ha tenido con Justin, con el otro, con, ¿cómo se llama el que es en México también? Vargas. He visto otras peleas que ha tenido anteriormente y sé que es un boxeador de cuidado y un boxeador de respeto. Así que la pelea no va a ser fácil, sé que la pelea no va a ser fácil tanto para mí, tanto para él. Ese ya que dice que maten en la cara, tiene que tirarlo, porque somos dos boxeadores, somos dos boxeadores zurdos, y ahí se va a tener que ver quién va a ser mejor, porque somos dos boxeadores.
The question from Ernesto was, whether on that vein of Jose being asked about future fights, does Corrales feel like people are forgetting who he is, where he comes from, and the things that he has accomplished? And Corrales said that I do believe that the press is kind of rushing a little bit and that they are kind of overlooking and forgetting about who I am and what I have accomplished. Having said that, I also respect Jose a lot. I have seen his past fights against both Dulé and Vargas. I know that this is going to be a battle between two southpaws that are going to go for it all, but don't put the cart before the horse, because I'm still here and I can still accomplish a lot of great things inside the ring.